There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm just chatting to myself here without my microphone on. Ben's going to absolutely kill me. Hope you guys are having a good start to your Monday, better start than mine. Happy Monday to everybody. The weekend was awesome. I hope you guys had a good time as well. We had quite an intense week last week, feeding a lot of people, heading out to different charity sites around Cape Town, and so we needed a bit of a weekend to kind of reset everything, and it was really good. Managed to get the creative juices flowing again, and I hope that you guys also had a really good weekend and spend time with your loved ones. And I want to ask you what you did because we all know you hung out at home. But yeah, I hope it was a good weekend. And just a big shout out to everyone who's been supporting our backabuddy fund. Guys, I can't tell you the difference we're making in these communities. We're sitting at 146,000 Rand, which is just 4,000 Rand short of our 150,000 Rand target. If we hit that target, I might push it up because at the moment we're just trying to feed as many people as possible. And we're literally just trying to sustain as many communities that are battling through this COVID crisis. I think being out there on the front lines and seeing the need and seeing the children and seeing the adults and everyone who normally would not be in this situation, normally wouldn't be needing to get a meal a day. They're desperate, they have no work. These are day wage workers. And so we're making a massive difference. So a big thank you to everybody who has donated. We're doing some great stuff out there. And I just wanted to do a little personal shout out because it is my beautiful nephew, Ayola Banner's birthday today, and I can't be with him. He's 8 years old today. And obviously a lot of you are missing birthdays of people that you love. So I thought I'd do a little birthday song for him. Hope he's watching. Yoli, this one's for you. And also for anyone else who is celebrating a birthday. If you're celebrating a birthday, hit us up on Facebook. Let us know. Actually, I don't know this song that well. It's one of those obvious ones that everyone should know, but I might mess it up a little bit. This is Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ayola. Happy birthday to you. And it's your birthday, you too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday. Lockdown, baby. Hope you're making the most of it and still managing to have fun, getting on a Zoom call with your family and friends, and just enjoying your birthday as much as possible. Big shout out to everyone who's tuned in on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Very nice to have you guys all back. We've got a really epic lineup for you today. We've got a guest. We've got the number one DJ from India joining us today, DJ SHAAN. He's such an awesome guy and just really talented musician and an incredible DJ. And he's going to be joining us, telling us a little bit about what's going on in India at the moment. And guys, I thought we'd kick off with a good news story. And this is possibly one of the best good news stories I've read since lockdown has begun. In South Africa, and if you're watching from around the world, you might not know that in South Africa we have a massive issue with gang violence, and our crime rate can be through the roof at times, and a lot of it is down to the fact that there is this tension in the communities where there's gang-related violence, and it's a big challenge for us as a country and us as a city in Cape Town specifically. We've got a big problem with gang violence, and this is a story where the violent rival gangs in South Africa, through the coronavirus lockdown situation, have managed to actually call a truce during the pandemic. And it's, I think when we see things like this happening, we realize how much power there is sometimes in crisis, because when there's crisis, people come together, they act differently, they behave differently, and in this situation, it definitely is having an incredibly positive spin-off. Watch this news story and tell me this doesn't make your heart happy.
The coronavirus has yet to reach its peak in Africa, where many nations have some of the weakest healthcare systems in the world. In South Africa, there are 50 reported deaths from the disease and more than 2,700 confirmed cases. But in one violent neighborhood, the crisis has brought about a change that many did not think was possible. Deborah Pata is in Johannesburg.
With South Africa under lockdown, there's been a 75% decrease in violent crime, and it's had a ripple effect in places like this. The community of Westbury, known for its relentless gang violence, now unusually calm. But in another part of the country, rival gangs have gone one step further. These are some of the most dangerous streets in South Africa, the battleground for rival Cape Town gangs. But it seems the coronavirus has achieved what the police and the army could not.
What we're seeing happening here today is literally a miracle. And I just give you glory.
A truce between warring gangs.
And all these people said, Amen. Amen.
Community pastor Andy Steele-Smith works with gang members, many of whom are convicted killers. But now, instead of plying drugs, they are using their skills to help the hungry.
The best distributors in the country. They know how to distribute things, hey? They're used to distributing other white powders, but still, they're distributing things and then they know everybody.
Sworn enemies now meet up regularly to parcel up essential food items and deliver them to those in desperate need.
So, how does it feel to be the good guy for a change?
It's feeling nice to communicate to other people, but now I see there's nice people also. And people want to love what we're doing now.
For now, old feuds are forgotten.
If we can say like this, then there will be no gang fight. Every gang will agree with this.
Authorities, however, are skeptical.
I don't think it exonerates you when you've done so much evil. One good deed doesn't suddenly wipe it all away. Maybe they can commit to slightly more long-term good.
Leroy?
But Pastor Steele-Smith is a lot more hopeful.
You guys didn't think this would happen in your lifetimes, am I right? Yeah? But you're doing good things for the community together. If I died today and went to heaven, I'd die a happy man.
After more than 3 weeks in lockdown, that truce appears to be holding. It may not last, but for now, it is one of the unintended benefits of a nation ordered to stay at home. For CBS This Morning, Saturday, Deborah Padder, Johannesburg, South Africa.
How absolutely unreal is that, guys? It's just so awesome to see. And I think a lot of you've had really cool experiences coming out of this lockdown period and just being able to figure out some things about yourself. Maybe your priorities have changed. Maybe your value system's changed. So tell us about it, guys. I want to. We'd love to hear from you. You know, if you'd love to tell us your story or just give us a tidbit, you can WhatsApp us, and we might call you during the show. So give me. Let me give you the number here on the phone. It is 071, or if you're overseas, +27 71 44 70 333. That's the number. So check it out. I think it's also below here on the little title bar. So yeah, check it out and please do WhatsApp us, send us a voice note, and we might be calling you just to have a quick chat over the phone through the live stream. It'd be really, really nice to talk to you guys. Right, we're heading on to our next section, which is an awesome section, which is just supporting local businesses. You know, I think in this time, because there is obviously a big shutdown on travel, a big shutdown on import and export. There's an opportunity here for us to really discover who's doing awesome things out there, who is literally, you know, changing the game in South Africa. And we look at this section and we say, it's not just their business, it's all of our business. And how can we support them? And how can we promote them? And how can we, moving forward into the new world that we're about to move into after the end of lockdown, you know, how can we keep this approach of local and sustainable, no matter where you live, just keeping it more local and more condensed, because that we're reducing our carbon emissions and reducing travel, and in that way we're helping the world. So we've got a really cool company today. We've got two girls from We Are Food, and they are a company that was established in 2013. And what's so cool about them, they cook up home-cooked, delightful dishes that they serve that are essentially, as I understand it, for your freezer. And the meals are available in all their stores in KZN and Cape Town. They're family-run, they're female-strong, and they're proudly South African business. We Are Food. I've got on the line Amy and Jane Bissett. Amy and Jane, are you there?
Yes, hi.
Hello, how are you? Welcome.
Good, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for coming on, chatting to us. Tell me, what is special about your company, and how did you start, and what made you think this is something that people need in South Africa?
So I was studying a culinary program here in Durban, very passionate about food, but even more passionate about people, our community. And yeah, one thing led to another. And I had a frozen food business that was running out of my folks' garage. But what really drew me and Amy and my mom, who's involved with the business, to growing the business bigger, because, you know, you always sort of at that crossroads of how big to grow the business, how much of a headache do you really want as a business owner? And we just really feel like we've got a drive and a vision to creating a business for good, and a business that can be more than just profit, but can be for people and planet too. You know, we really feel like it's up to the private businesses of this country and this world to grow their businesses while they're constantly setting standards that are higher than sort of what the world expects. And in doing so, be able to, you know, create a change as we grow.
That's fantastic. That's so cool to hear. And tell me, have you managed to sustain yourselves through lockdown? Have you managed to keep your staff employed and involved? How have you guys approached the situation of being isolated?
We've been incredibly fortunate because we have been able to continue to operate as an essential service. So we've been able to keep our staff employed. We've been able to continue to feed our customers, many who are essential service workers or vulnerable. It hasn't come without its challenges. We're dealing with issues where suppliers have got limited stock. Our staff are battling to get to work, so we've had to organise transport for them. But we are dealing with all of that in the hopes that we can at least serve people and continue to keep the doors open.
That's fantastic. That's really good. I know it's not easy, but wonderful that you're able to. And in terms of what you guys actually bring to the party, can you give me an example of the kind of meals that you guys are making, and you know, what are you famous for?
So we, you know, I think the freezer section of the supermarket gets a bit of a bad rap these days for really dodgy, like fish fingers and green peas. So we really want to like revolutionize how people see their frozen food, and to see that it can be a convenience meal while still being like high in nutrition, high in quality. You know, we put a lot of love and heart into it. So we do things like a beautiful melanzani bake, which is vegetarian and gluten-free. It's low in carbs. We do our butter chicken is absolutely famous. It's delicious. We don't hold back on the cream in that one. And then, you know, like Thai fish cakes, which you can pop in the oven from frozen with a, you know, it's got a little bit of a bite to it. So delicious. We really, we like to look around and get inspired by like latest trends, local produce, and say, can it freeze? If it can, we want to make it.
We do some amazing vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, dairy-free, obviously low carb. And the funny thing is now during this time, low carb seems to have fallen by the wayside with a lot of people. I mean, there are a lot of people that are comfort eating at the moment.
Everyone's baking.
Diet's not happening. Banana bread.
Banana breads and all kinds of breads and everything. I made cheese muffins yesterday. They weren't too bad.
Amazing.
So yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome. And then just one last question: where can we find you? And because I mean, I know from my experience, you know, I've replaced going out to restaurants with ordering frozen meals or ordering meals from other people that are already made, because obviously, like, you don't want to cook all the time, or you want a bit of a treat. And it's nice to be able to find a company that is really just putting focus in something different, like not making a bog standard, you know, a cottage pie, boom. You know, someone who's actually just making it a bit more interesting. So where can we find you, and where are you available?
So we do have a couple of stores in KZN and Joburg that you can pop in and visit for a contactless shopping experience. Alternatively, you can go onto our website, which is wearefood.co.za. You can order online for delivery around KZN, the Greater Joburg area, and Cape Town, and you can also click and collect.
Amazing. That sounds pretty easy and pretty straightforward. Wearefood.co.za. Head over there, guys. Check it out. Support local. You know, just I think at the moment we've got an opportunity to shift our mindsets from being always about big franchise and convenience, and actually support the local smaller businesses and make that a habit moving forward. So please go and support them. And thank you guys so much for being on the show. It's really cool to have you.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having us. All the best.
You too. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your lockdown.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to head back to my chair. There we go. So, guys, I wanted to check with you because I wanted to play another song soon. And I was thinking about doing this one. I put out a call to everyone to say, what song would you guys like to hear live? And a lot of people asked for this one, a lot of youngsters. And I just wanted to see if you guys think I should carry on working on it, because I'm literally just learning it. I'm learning the chords. I'm going to play it a little bit. It's all bar chords. I'm really, really bad. But before we get into the music segment, I like a little poll here. So comment if you think I should continue. And this is like, that chord is hard. So let me try that again. Hold it again. Baby, we should strip it down. We should take it back to basics. Maybe we control the sound. Oh, we could make it wake the neighbors. But baby, let's be quiet now. Reach out, pull down on the faders. And then we don't have to get so theatrical. You know, even simple can be special. We don't have to get loud to lose it. All we need is just me and you. Anyway, I've got to work on this, guys. But what do you think? Should I carry on learning that one and then make it into a cover? I thought it's quite a cool song because it's sung by a guy called Billy Raffle, and he has a really gruff voice. And I don't think there is like a girl version of the song. So let me know if you think I should carry on with that. Sorry, just a little poll before we get into the music section, because we got a video. Okay, we getting a video loaded up. We got a really, really exciting guest today, and I'll tell you a little bit about him before we play his video, intro video on who he is. So this is a DJ who is actually the #1 DJ in India, which is crazy. We're very, very honored that we managed to get him to come onto the show today. And he tours all around the world, obviously plays huge concerts and does huge tours across India. And is really proud of his culture and where he's from. He also comes from a very incredible family. His father is Shailendra Singh, who started the famous Sunburn Festival in India, and has gone on to create incredible properties like Guest List for Good, which we'll chat a little bit about when we get SHAAN on the line. But I just wanted to do a little introduction video. If you guys don't know who DJ SHAAN is, this is a little clip just introducing you to him, and you can check out why India is the next big thing in dance music.
We have 1.3 or 4 billion people, 200 languages. Every state has their own dialect. Bringing dance music to India was so great because people who don't speak the language you do can still connect and party with you and celebrate with you. My entire life, I've not had the closest of friends. I've always had 1 or 2 friends that have been super close, and I think that started my journey in music because the only thing I had to entertain myself and to enjoy was music. The energy we give back and forth between the audience and the DJ, that's what he wants. They can just enjoy the moment and enjoy what dance music is about. It's the melody, it's about the journey, it's about the emotion, it's about the energy, it's about connecting with one another. The scene has completely transformed since I started, and a lot more people are getting a lot more educated about dance music, a lot more people are getting more interested into dance music, and it's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger.
The reason why most international DJs love to come and play in India is because the amount of energy that Indian crowds have, it's unbelievable. The thing I love the most about being a DJ is when you're on tour and you go to a city that you've never been to before in your life, there's 300, 400 smiling faces at the end of the night. You've created that moment with these 300 complete strangers. That's a connection that you have set with them for a lifetime. Music can really transcend borders in a way, it's just a groove that unites people.
At the end, you're doing it to make people happy, to make your country proud, to create those moments where they'll 20 years down the line just be like, that was the best night of my life. It's more than just DJing. It's about being able to change people's lives.
makes me want to like go to a party. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm missing going out so much. I'm missing going out to festivals, and I'm really missing going out to clubs, and missing performing. Yeah, but I guess it's what we have to do, and just for now, we have to, do what we can to facilitate the fact that we maybe have to do live streams and think outside the box. We're actually working currently on a proper live streaming gig where it will be like going to GoodLuck show, but on your telly. I actually wanted to find out if we did something like that. Would you guys support it? Would it be something you're keen on? I know we have done Splashy Fen before, but we're thinking about doing something literally with the sunset in the background, like on the front lawn with the sunset going down in the background. And anyway, if you think that's a good idea, just hit us up with a thumbs up in the comments, and we're working on the concept at the moment. We got SHAAN on the line.
No, not yet. We are still waiting for him. But why don't we quickly chat about our experience when we went to India?
Oh yeah, okay, cool. While we're waiting for SHAAN, I mean, we actually had the privilege of performing in India, which was a mind-bending experience. We went across there 2015. It was I think it was during Christmas time, right? It was Sunburn Festival. They had a couple.
It was Sunburn Festival. It was I think it was either a couple of days after Christmas or before.
Yeah. And I wanted to just see you when you talk, to see if you could put your camera on. It was a couple days. It was a couple days after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, and I know we had such an epic time because it was epic, but it was quite crazy. We flew 36 hours to get to it wasn't Mumbai, it was Goa, to perform at the festival. And we got there, and there were crazy artists on the lineup. Like we had Martin Garrix, we had who else was on the lineup? Do you remember? Kygo was on the lineup.
Yeah, Kygo was there.
Sam Felt. Lots of
Jeepers, it was crazy.
Lots of our
like
heroes.
The wildest backstage area I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Jules is knocking over.
Sorry.
But I think what was most extraordinary was just the amount of time that it took to get there. We were like thick in our Get Lucky summer season in place.
Yeah.
And we had to like suddenly leave South Africa. We missed one of our Get Lucky summer gigs to play the show. It was.
And we got there with 36 hours later. We spent 24 hours in India, and then we flew back 36 hours to get back to Vic Falls Carnival for New Year. It was a lot, but it was totally worth it just to be at the festival and just experience the Indian culture, and and the way that they just are so open to new music. I was nervous because obviously we didn't know that anyone would be listening to our music in India, and when we performed the show afterwards, so many people, like basically the whole crowd, like it felt like, came and said hello, and they were just so friendly. And I hope we get to go back to India soon when all this travel ban is over. Are we going to move on to the next section, or are we going to get SHAAN?
Yeah, we still don't have SHAAN, sadly. We had him perfectly just before the show, and we tested everything, but we're struggling to get hold of him now.
It's all good. Let's move on, and then we can get him.
We'll come back to
him. I'm sure we'll get him on the line before the end of the show, because we got some awesome other sections. Let's have a look and see what we can do for you guys now. In the meantime, can we do the Happy Art Club, or we're going to move on to? Should we put some tiki-talkies in the meantime, just to fill the gaps here? Tiki-talkies, guys. This is my favorite section of the show, and we'd love to hear from you if you've got any suggestions, because a lot of people are spending some time on TikTok at the moment being so creative because it's lockdown and families are just, spending a lot of time together, and TikTok is, I guess, quite a fun way of just making really cool suggestions, so little videos and little creative videos. So if you have any cool little TikToks you want to send to us, please do send them to that WhatsApp number, and we'll get them and we'll put them in the show. But this, for now, is our favorite tiki-talkies that we found in the last few days.
14 jaar oud en julle pose, I need a real man. Nee my skat, jy need 'n houtlepel oor jou gat.
What do you do? What's your job?
Yeah, I got a small business in my town. So
What do you sell?
I sell like snacks, sweet cigarettes,
Oh,
little
cool.
beer.
So you're a vendor?
No, I'm not a vendor.
What are you?
Yeah, I'm a Zulu.
1,000-piece puzzle. This will keep me entertained throughout quarantine. Shit.
Ready?
Oh, welcome back. That was our favorite TikTokies of the day. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any TikToks that you want to send to us, please do. I see we have a really cool voice note. Here is a voice note from Russell.
Hey, good luck. Hope you guys are good. Just checking in on your lockdown situation. Thanks for your nice concert. Keep up the good work and the positivity during this lockdown debacle. Let's hope that things look a little bit better soon for everybody. And yeah, keep up the good work. Keep up the motivation and the inspiration. Cool, man. Enjoy, guys.
Thanks, Russell. We will. Hope you also having a good lockdown, and I hope that you're managing to keep yourself busy and preoccupied and keeping your mind active, because I think that's really the key, is just trying to figure out, how to make sure that you have an active mind during this time, that you're keeping yourself in a good space and you're keeping yourself happy. We'll have a check a few of your comments while we wait for SHAAN, because I really want to make sure that we get him on the line. We had him earlier. This is the frustrating thing about technology, I guess, but we'll get there.
What we'll do is give him a WhatsApp call and we can just, do
chat to him that way. Old school, low tech. Okay, let's see if we can't get him on. I want to see his face though. Let's see if we can first do that, and then if we can't, we'll come back to him. So hit us up with your comments. How are you guys feeling at the moment? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling a bit despondent? Is it a good day? Is it a bad day? I want to see. I'm going to go have a look here quickly. I'm going to quickly open this link and see so we can actually watch your comments live as they come in. Right now I'm watching the Facebook page, but I'm also watching the YouTube page. So hit us up. Let's see. We have, let me go and put this on. Click to expand. There we go. Now we should be able to see your comments on the one side. Done. Okay, we got good mornings and happy vibes from fame.org.za. Jane Greenwood is here. Clinton Duncan, music has no boundaries. Absolutely, dude. Feel you completely. Saying hi to Nathan, saying hi to B, saying hi to Ben's mom. She's on the line. And so many more awesome people, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you so much for being part of the lockdown. It really is just such an awesome thing that we can come together in the mornings and have fun together and just kind of inspire each other and create hope. I think we might have to move on to the next section now if we haven't got SHAAN on the line just yet. No, let's move on and we'll come back to him if he tunes in, if he manages to work on, manages to get himself on board in the next couple minutes. So a lot of you have been, if you've been like me, you've been a little bit lazy bones and you haven't necessarily been working out that much. I've been trying to work out. I've been trying to follow Coach Cords' workout sessions, but I haven't necessarily been that disciplined. I've been trying. I've spent a lot of time, preparing for the show, making music, and of course baking. Like everyone else, I've made cheese muffins, which were okay. Like my mom makes incredible cheese muffins, and I try to follow her recipe, and it wasn't exactly how I remember them tasting, but tried my best. So I hope you guys have all been managing to get a bit of exercise. If you haven't, don't worry. We have a really cool home workout video for you right here with Coach Cords. She's awesome. So if you are thinking you need a little bit of like blood flowing to the brain and to the heart, kick away the furniture, push everything away, and do this workout with Coach Cords. This is Coach Cords' home workout for you, just specially curated for the lockdown.
What's up, lockdown team? Coach Cords here. Again, gonna hit you with another high intensity workout. So what we're gonna do today is a EMOM workout. So for those who aren't quite familiar with EMOM, I'm quickly gonna recap. So what it stands for is every minute on the minute. And we're going to have 3 exercises. Each will have a certain amount of reps, which you'll have to complete within 1 minute. So whatever time is left of that 1 minute, you're going to use that as rest. So the harder you work, the more rest you're going to have. So the 3 exercises that we're going to do are 4 squat and press. So for this, you're going to need some dumbbells or anything that you can use to add a little bit of weight. So for the squat and press, you're going to go ahead, keep the weights on your shoulders, Keep the core nice and tight, hinge back from the hips, squat down, and then press those weights up overhead. All right, so we're going to complete 4 of those. Exercise number 2 is going to be 6 burpees. Now there's 2 different variations depending on your fitness level. Variation number 1 is jumping up, putting those hands on the ground, jumping out and in and up. If you are feeling a little bit stronger and you want more of a challenge, you can try variation number 2, which will be jumping up, going all the way down to the ground in a push-up position, pushing up and going up like that. All right, that's exercise number 2, 6 reps. The final exercise is going to be jump lunges, where we're going to complete 8, so 4 per leg. So going into a split squat position, we're going to jump up, change legs in the air. All right, landing nice and softly, making sure that your knee doesn't go over your toe as you land. All right, so just to kind of run you through the whole thing, I'm going to do the first round with you so you can kind of see how it works. Alrighty, let's get the music. Let's get the weights ready. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, exercise number 2, 6 burpees. Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, and 6. Straight into 8 jump lunges. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Phew. So we have got 15 seconds left, which we'll use as break. And then we'll repeat that all over again for 10 rounds. Alrighty guys, so that is the workout that you can complete at home. It should only take you 10 minutes. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can repeat that for another round, maybe even 3, make it more of a half an hour workout. See how you go, see how you feel. And yeah, this workout is taken from my ebook, my 6-week at-home workout guide. If you want a copy, please do message me on Instagram at Coach Cords and we can get that to you. Sweet guys, have a wonderful week ahead and see you soon. Bye.
We go. We're rocking it super old school with DJ SHAAN, and I have him on the line right here, right now, on my phone on a WhatsApp call. So hi to SHAAN, everybody. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Good. Just, I think reminiscing about live shows, to be honest, today. So I'm kind of in that mood.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Tell me, I know you were supposed to be on a massive tour of India and that was cut short. How has the whole lockdown situation affected you?
It's obviously been tough because there's no live shows happening at all, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any happening in the near future, from at least what I can see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I had to cancel around 11 shows because the worst part is that it hit during season time. So India has 2 seasons of when live shows really happen, which is from January to May and then straight up to in November, December.
Yeah.
So basically there's one season technically, November, December, Jan, Feb, November to May.
Yeah, it's the same as South Africa, I think.
Show because it's,
yeah.
Yeah, because it's the winter. It's for us it's monsoon. For you guys it's winter. So yeah. So we had a really packed season. Means I was gonna complete at least last year we had done 32 shows in 3 months, which was our highest, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And this year we were gonna top that. We were gonna hit 40, 45, 50.
Wow.
And we had 2 tours running simultaneously. One was the SHAAN 2020 tour, which was going to tier 2, tier 3 cities with my personalized show, which was basically kind of celebrate my 10 years of DJing, which is exactly 10 years now. And
did you start DJing when you were like? Did you start DJing when you were like 5? Because you don't look like, you know.
No, I'm 24 now. So
okay.
I started DJing when I was. I started DJing technically when I was 13. Like
wow.
DJing.
Yeah.
And then my first like official show was when I was 15. So
incredible.
In 2010. So 2010 to 2020. So this was the whole SHAAN 2020 tour, and yeah, that didn't turn out too well.
No.
But yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
But you've had to roll with the punches, and I mean, have you, besides obviously the lack of live shows, what have you done with your time? I mean, first of all, actually, because none of us really know, is India in lockdown? Like, are you guys self-isolating and all that?
Oh, we're in very, very heavy lockdown. I have to give it up to, I don't say this very often, but I have to give it up to our government. To some extent, not completely, but to some extent of handling the way it is. We were in lockdown. We started lockdown, I think, 4 weeks back.
Yeah.
And it started when we were just touching, 400 or 500 cases, and they took really, really preemptive measures to shut everything down. And they shut it in a very rushed manner. So a lot of as just like you're doing with feeding people that need it the most, they didn't take that into
account
in their mind, and it really messed it up a little bit for the migrant workers. But we've hit around 17,000 cases now, and where my city is, Mumbai, which is one of the metropolitan cities of India, we're the hardest hit. So we have, out of the 17,000 cases, I think Mumbai has 4,000. Maharashtra, sorry, our state has 4,000.
That's more than we have in our whole country. That's a lot of cases in one city. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we aren't allowed. So one person is allowed to get out of the house, to do groceries, and even then you're stopped by the cops at particular points and questioned, and they take your photo and they take your car photo, and they question you a lot. Like, I took my dog to the vet because she had tick fever, so I had to take her urgently, but they stopped me and asked me like 20 questions, which I definitely like.
Yeah.
Because you can see they're taking precautions.
Yeah. You respect it, but it's also when it's you're like, what do I do? What did I do wrong? Why me? I'm good.
We're in proper lockdown.
Okay.
It's
cool.
really it's eased. It's easing in terms of it. Today it eased a little bit across India, so there's some roads are open. Some the farmers can do their job. Some of the lower labor workers can do the job. The construction workers, people who work on the roads and so on, they can do their little bit of work. But in some other places, Mumbai is not started. Mumbai is still complete lockdown, and it looks like it's going to be a long
continue.
Journey.
I know it's crazy actually how it's interesting to hear what you're saying, because I think some of the third world and second and third world countries like us and you guys, we've actually seemed to have had our leaders have just managed to rise up to this crisis. I don't know whether it's because they're just used to dealing with a lot of crisis, but they've really managed to rise up to this crisis and show what leadership should look like in a crisis, whereas some of the first world countries have not got it right at all. So it's like, I think also we're very proud of our leaders here in South Africa. It's great to see that same in India, they've taken strong measures to actually combat it and cut that curve early,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's obviously politics being played silently in the background, but compared to other countries, we've done a good job.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm proud to see that. Yeah.
Good. And have you made good use of your time with this? Have you managed to, like make some songs or be creative, or have you just been like, nah, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna relax? What have you been feeling?
It's a little bit of a graph, because I started with I'm gonna be creative. I'm gonna start work on music, and I'm gonna because I run another sports marketing company, so I was like, cool, we're gonna keep doing that, keep running that, making sure we give ideas to our clients, and pushing work actually aggressively. And my team also was pushing work aggressively. We were getting Skype calls, and it peaked, and now it's kind of like dying out. Now everyone's like,
let's just chill. I know. I think in some levels, the way of clearing your mind and actually realizing what's important and realizing that we were all far too busy and far too inundated and competitive. Like, it's a good thing to also have the time off, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think it gives us a chance to kind of look back into what we really love and the small things in life. Just for example, even just going for a little bit of a drive and seeing a different view, initially you take that for granted, and now you're like, oh wow, it's so nice.
It's so pretty. Yeah, no, I feel you, dude. I absolutely feel you. Yeah. That's so cool. And
it's
yeah.
Yeah, go on.
No, I was just saying, and when this is all done, I mean, are you planning on just heading straight back into it, or easing yourself into it, or like have you not really even thought that far ahead? Because I suppose we don't know when we're going to be touring again, right? It's still up in the air.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. And I'll always say whenever people ask me this kind of question, for me it's I'm a DJ first over a producer. So my life is live shows. My life, my thing that I live by, and the adrenaline rush that you get from live shows. That's what it's a bit disheartening to not know when you're going to be playing a show again. And I'm not that keen on doing live sets and DJing for people live, because I'm like, that's not the whole experience. Plus I'm a DJ, so I don't have my equipment like I like to DJ on. I've got like really shabby equipment that I kind of just use to kind of
practice with. Yeah. No, you can't you can't recreate the live experience with a stream, and especially with the DJs. I think you guys rely a lot on the energy of the crowd and the energy of the atmosphere and how the music translates through a big PA. It's really difficult to kind of translate that same thing on a live stream. I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I've not really thought about getting back into it and how I'm going to start, because right now even if it suddenly disappears in June or even May or July, anyway it's not season time for us in India, so I wouldn't have any shows. So I think the way it's just going to work naturally is that I'm going to be eased back into shows. But I honestly, I have to say, I love what you guys are doing with the live stream plus all the donation and stuff, because
Thank you.
More musicians and artists need to focus on that and do it themselves.
Yeah.
And I've seen within India in the first 2 weeks of the lockdown, I just saw so many people promoting themselves more than using the same money to give people food.
Well, I think on that note, thank you very much for saying that. I think for me, it's been a big journey of realizing that moving forward for me, I mean, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I realized my mindset, my priorities were in the wrong place, essentially. And when I go out and when I see what's happening in the world, right here on my doorstep, and I see children, queues of children, I can't not do anything. I can't, especially now, but I hope that this mentality because there's a lot of I think a lot of people are feeling like they want to actually do something to help, and they are helping, and they're becoming activists. And what's really cool is that's going on right now. But I hope it continues to sustain post the lockdown and post. And just lastly, actually on that, I wanted to ask you quickly. Guest List for Good is something you're involved in, and your dad's been been big. It's his idea and his concept. Just quickly tell people what that is, and how they can get involved and be aware of it. It's so cool.
Yeah, so obviously he's way better explaining things.
Yeah, in a nutshell, in a summary.
But
yeah.
Yeah. So in short, Guests for Good was a concept to unite people through music. Essentially, it wasn't limited to DJs or anything, but the whole idea behind it was that music is enjoyed by everyone, no matter what language, what ethnicity, what culture, what religion you're from. It's enjoyed by every single person, and it's the common connector between people. Music and love.
Yeah.
And this was essential plan to combine those two for the greater good, which in our concerts, the last 2 concerts that we did, was to raise money for the education of children in India, which is a high percentage of children aren't educated in India and don't get the opportunity to go to schools, which they're the future of our country, being one of the youngest countries in the world. So this was created in that extent, where an audience member could pay a very, very limited amount, which is like 100 rupees or 200 rupees, which is, I don't know how many rands, but so they would come to the show. We get the top artists playing for free, donating their fees towards the charity. So
you had Hardwell. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had Hardwell, Martin Garrix,
crazy.
Hardwell again, and we raised enough money to educate 143,000 children across.
Unreal.
Just say that number again.
143,000 children educated through this program, through Guest List for Good, just through music and through. It's unreal.
The reason why we call it Guest List for Good is because when you sign up to buy a ticket, you actually get signed up to the artist's guest list. So it makes the customer or the consumer of the event very happy, because they're on their favorite artist's guest list by paying a very, very minimal amount. And that minimum amount goes straight to the charity.
Incredible.
And
And how many streams did you have as well of the because I know you live streamed the show. It was some crazy number. It was like it was like millions. I know. Anyway, SHAAN. Yeah. It was beautiful to see, and listen, and I just want to say big ups to you and to your dad for this concept, and and you've got such a good heart. Like, long may you prosper and live and make music and be India's top DJ, and it's just really cool to chat to you. And thank you so much for coming on the lockdown and for your time.
Thank you for persevering with all the tech too, brother. I know.
Yeah, sorry about the technical. But
I was supposed to be there with you guys in May, but
I know we were gonna have SHAAN over in May to come and do a whole bunch of songwriting at our studio, but he will definitely be coming over soon, and we'll be making some music together. So lots of love to you from South Africa, and thank you for tuning in. Lots of love. Bye. That was DJ SHAAN from India, guys. Go check him out. I've tagged him in the comments. If you don't know, he is India's #1 DJ. Very honored, very lucky to have him on the program. And now we're going into the last little bit of the show. It's gone really fast today. Sorry about the technical glitches. We're trying very, very hard to make sure that this is a seamless show for you, Ben. If you could see, I'm going to eventually get a camera on Ben so you can see how many cables and buttons and like shiny things he has to push. If you can see what he has to do, you'll realize how much of a juggle it is, but he manages to get through it pretty seamlessly. Yeah, guys, we're going to be announcing a big live concert very soon. I hope you guys are keen for that. We haven't done something like a real GoodLuck concert, like our own show. We haven't done something like that since the beginning of lockdown, and I hope you guys are keen. We'll be pushing that one out soon. All right, moving on to our lifestyle component, and today we're looking at the Happy Heart Art Club, which is we're going to watch a little video what it's about, and then we're going to be getting Nikki. Are we going straight into Nikki? Okay, we're going straight into Nikki. We basically what the Happy Heart Art Club is an arts and crafts club, which is running 3 days a week on Facebook live stream. And I think this is so cool. Basically, it is Nikki and her sister Meg, and they basically take little kids on the live stream and they do an arts and crafts club just to give parents a break. And a lot of kids are obviously stuck at home, not going to school, nothing much to do. So these two have taken upon themselves to literally entertain them for, I think, about probably an hour. Nikki, are you there? Or is it Meg that I'm talking to?
I am.
Hi,
it's
Nikki.
Nikki and Josie.
Hello, how are you guys?
We're good, thank you. We're good. I have my assistant here. She's loving the attention.
Oh, lovely. It's so nice to see you both. This is a great concept because obviously a lot of people have their kids at home. It's difficult. They can't entertain them 24 hours a day. And, you know, they also have to work sometimes. And so you guys take them away from the parents for a while and you entertain them. Tell me how this concept came about and how has it grown?
So this is my daughter Josie, and she's 4. And my sister's got 2 little boys. One is 4 and one is 2. And when the lockdown all started, we were sort of talking between ourselves, thinking of stuff for our kids to do and trying to keep the cousins talking to each other. And as we started doing that, we started sharing with a couple of friends. And then we thought, well, we may as well just put it online and see if there are any parents out there who'd be interested. And we found that there were. So we do stuff, really simple little crafts, using stuff at home. So egg boxes, cereal boxes, gift wrap, newspaper, that kind of thing. And we look at how we can recycle the things we've got at home to make some crafts with the kids. We aim to make it so that kids can do it themselves, but sometimes mum and dad have to jump in and help. And what we found is that families are really enjoying to do it together. So there are a lot of moments in this lockdown as a parent where you kind of pulling your hair out because 24/7, teacher, cleaner, parent, all these, you're all the things all in once, all the time. So it's nice to just sometimes find a little bit of joy in some creativity, which is what we aim for.
And how are you coping personally being a parent? Are you finding, having to do this after crafts thing and plan for it and, make sure you have the content for the stream and then also just being a parent at the same time? Yeah. Are you finding it stressful? Are you finding it easy? Are you finding it fun?
I enjoy that kind of thing. So I suppose I'm finding it fun. Josie fortunately loves to do arts and crafts, so it's helpful to me to be planning that 3 times a week. It helps to be alternating with Meg, so I don't have to create all the content half and I do half. And actually from this week, we've had quite an overwhelming response from other parents. So we've actually got a florist in Cape Town who's going to be running a class this week, and she's going to be teaching how to style your garden green. So we're looking at getting guest people in to
help
bits and
make
pieces
content
that they're.
for you. That's great.
So,
It's all about community.
yeah.
Josie, tell me, what is your favorite thing that you've made on the Arts and Crafts Club? Hey?
It's
tell
a
me.
potato stamp butterfly.
Oh, there
I'm
we
gonna tell you.
go. That's beautiful. Look at that.
She's lost her voice suddenly.
Lost her voice, but she can show us. That's fine. That is really, really pretty. Well done. Yo, that's lovely. And then Nikki, tell us, where can we find? Oh, first of all, where are you? Where are you based? Are you based in South Africa?
No, I'm not. I'm in the UK. So I'm South African, but I live in the UK. And Meg is based in Durban. So we've kind of found a global, that sounds a little bit large, but yeah, people from all over the world have tuned in. We've got some friends in America watching. We've got people in South Africa, people here. So it's really been a very small community, but a global one nonetheless. Which
No,
has
I
been
think
really cool.
it's so amazing how I felt that as well with this lockdown, that everyone or this isolation, that actually you feel more connected because the online space is obviously more occupied, and now suddenly you can actually interact with people from all over the world, which is super cool.
Yeah.
And you do.
Yeah, no, it is. It's awesome. And the kids love it when they get a little shout out, hear their name on the TV, whether it's your phone or the TV, it doesn't matter. They love to be able to watch and hear their name called out. So it's a delight to be able to give them that and to connect them to their friends and just the other people in the world when they're stuck in their homes. It becomes, I think for kids, this whole coronavirus has been quite scary. They're hearing all these words they're not used to. They're stuck at home like they're not used to. So it's nice to just be able to bring them a little bit of joy. I think that's what we really focus this on.
And Nikki, what is it like out there in the UK? I mean, we are hearing a lot of reports back on how it is, but obviously we're only getting to kind of see what it's like back home in South Africa. Tell us a little bit what it's like over there.
We've got a little bit more freedom in that we're actually allowed to go out of the house. I mean, we haven't actually been going out. We've been getting our stuff delivered, but people are allowed to go out for an hour of exercise a day, which I think is hugely helpful to people sort of mental health wise, and just being able to get outside is great. But we're having a real struggle here, particularly with the older generations, so care homes and that kind of thing are really being hit heavily by the virus, and
I mean, you guys are basically quite a few weeks ahead of us, so it's quite interesting to hear about what it's like from the perspective of sort of what we have to, what we have ahead of us.
Kind of what you're bracing for. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, you just hear the numbers just go up and up all the time. We kind of are getting to the point now where they're talking about relaxing restrictions, which is equal parts scary and nice to hear, because you're sort of glad to hear that they're going to let maybe stores open or fast food outlets open and let people go back to work, which on one hand is really great, and on the other hand you kind of think, oh, is the world safe out there? It's kind of when you're in your little cocoon at home, you don't have to worry about what it's going to be like on the outside, and when you're allowed to go back, you kind of think, oh, it's not gone, it's got to pass through society, so how does that all work?
I hear you. And speaking of cocoon, what is the mood like on the ground in the UK? I mean, are people optimistic, or is it quite somber?
Are you chatting to your neighbors over the wall?
Is there a sense of togetherness?
Yeah, so definitely a sense of togetherness. Definitely chatting to the neighbors over the wall. Quite a lot of we live on a river here, so people all come out on the bank and talk to each other. And you can see people across the road doing the same. On a Thursday night in the UK at 8 o'clock here, everybody comes out and does a loud clap. You hear people banging pots and pans and clapping to support the NHS and to support frontline workers. So whether it's the postman or the rubbish
we're doing
driver,
that every single night here in South Africa. It's like, I know it's 8 now because the whole neighborhood just erupts. It's like, it's wild.
It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling of community.
It is.
Yeah,
Nikki, thank you so much for everything that you're doing to help parents. And if anyone wants to tune into your live streams, where can they find you?
They can find us on Happy Heart Art Club. So we are on Instagram and we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube now. So
brilliant.
They can
It's
find us in
Happy
any of those
Heart,
places.
Happy Heart
Art
Art
Club.
Club. Happy Heart
Yeah,
Art
that's right.
Club. Okay, awesome,
It's a
fantastic.
bit of a mouthful, yeah.
It is, but I'm sure you're going to benefit a lot of parents that are wanting to entertain their kids and give them something fun
I
to
hope
do. And
so. I
thank
hope
you.
it's a small way we can give back. Yeah.
No, it's wonderful. Thank you for everything you're doing, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time with your family, and stay safe. And much love from South Africa.
Cheers, guys. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you. Bye. That was Nikki from the Happy
Bye.
Heart Art Club. You must go check her out if you can, and all the live streams that she's been doing to help parents over this time. It's really wonderful. Guys, I think that concludes our Monday edition, the 7th edition of the Lockdown. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit us up on our phone line if you've got any TikTokies that we have to see, or you have any content suggestions or any businesses that you want us to feature. We would love to give them a shout out and talk about them. I see there's already messages coming in here. I will look at them after the show. Thank you very, very much. And lastly, if you want to get some of our merchandise, this is one of our hoodies. It's the Lucky Hoodie. You can head to goodluckmerchstore.com, and you can grab yourself some really cool threads. We'll be shipping them out to you straight after the lockdown restrictions have been lifted, and we'll be getting loads of awesome orders. So thank you so much to everyone who supported us. Obviously, as a band, we can't perform, so if you guys do manage to order one of our hoodies and stuff, it goes a long way towards supporting the band while we are not able to gig and tour. So and one last time, let's see the backabuddy where we're at, raising money for those who are really starving and really battling during this time of coronavirus. And we are supporting numerous charities. I just wanted to have a look and see where we are. My internet's just gone. Give me 1 second. Just to give you a little bit of context, we've been feeding thousands of people throughout Cape Town City, throughout our area, which is Vrygrond area, Capricorn, and it's just very hectic to see so many people every day queuing for food for hours, guys, and we're making a big difference. We're cooking for thousands of people every day with some amazing workers and some amazing volunteers. So we're currently sitting at 146,431 Rand. So if we can get that over the line to 150,000 Rand with your help, please do go and donate, give generously. There are a lot of people out there who need support way more than us. If we're managing to put 3 meals on the table every day, we're in the very fortunate few. So do what you can. We can help get humanity through this crisis together. Guys, till next time, look after yourself, look after each other. Good morning to you, good day to you, good afternoon, good night, and good luck.